became an academic simply because I wanted to think more about the sector and the industry in which I was working. I found that working in a job as a buyer, and before that in retail management, it was pretty operational, repetitive day-to-day aspects, and being an academic gives me the opportunity to look at the deeper issues behind what's going on. So, for example, looking at macro changes in the world, look at different cultures and how that's affecting trends in the industry. Just a whole range of things that I could think about and reflect on and write about almost that I couldn't do when I was working in a particular role. Being an academic has enabled me to not only teach, which I love doing, but also to write as a journalist, academic papers, speak at conferences, travel the world, and write books. Well, the subject of luxury is endlessly fascinating. And on the one hand, it's very exciting, it's linked to fashion, which is the industry I worked in before, but at the same time, there's a paradox within it. It's supposed to be limited, but everyone's aware of it. It covers everything from yachts and cars to hotels. So inevitably, by looking at something like that, I have to get out and about, travel a lot, and experience all the different aspects of what luxury is. Well, before coming here and running the MBA and MSc programs, I worked at European Business School, Regent's College, Regent's University, doing a similar job there, partly on luxury branding and partly on fashion. Prior to that, I spent 15 years at London College of Fashion setting up equivalent kinds of programs, both in the classroom and online. I've written a series of books on buying and merchandising and marketing. I still operate as a journalist and have published 60-70 articles across different media. So it's been quite a deep and embedded luxury and fashion career. Prior to that, of course, I worked actually in retail management and buying for mass market. The best thing about being an academic, unquestionably, is the opportunity to do more than one thing. So as a buyer, your job day to day is to bring ranges in at a profit and to see the garments sell and so on. It's a very cyclical, repetitive process. As an academic, I can think about what's going on, try and address solutions, help people in their careers. Really, that's one of the most rewarding aspects of being an academic is meeting a bunch of people who are students, lifting their motivations and aspirations, giving them the knowledge and insights and confidence to go out and watch them succeed. And many of the speakers I have in are students who went through programs I taught over the last 20 years. Certainly the ability to go and cover conferences as a journalist and write and have different points of view and to look more widely at the sector, certainly those are things that I could only do as an academic. I've travelled the world in very, very many countries, from Moscow to Shanghai and Tokyo to the US and all over Europe and many, many places. And there are two. One is Tokyo. Tokyo is an endlessly fascinating city and it's off the grid for many people. I think I would always take time out to go and visit Tokyo at least once in your life. But more recently, San Francisco. And San Francisco is a completely iconic location if you've watched films of cops driving up and down the hills, but it's a very beautiful city and there's a real kind of live spirit there. Without question, it has to be my family, but if I'm not allowed my family, then I guess it would be a DVD player, if such things still around, so I can just watch all the films I like.